what we're building is real, and they're chasing us. We spent the last year or so now proving the model in the UAE. Bahrain gives us the opportunity to demonstrate the platform can be replicated in other countries with the support of a regulatory environment.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. I'm joined by Active Energy CEO Paul Elliott. Paul, good to speak with you. Ghummud delivered $110,000 in its first full month with 97% uptime. What does that prove about the model, and how quickly can you scale from here?
Hi, Stephen. Good to see you again. Firstly, I think it proves two things. First, the operational model works. Secondly, it proves we're not managing individual sites anymore. We are building a platform. The real achievement wasn't just the revenue. It was demonstrating that we can move customers between sites, maintain uptime, and integrate assets efficiently. That's where the scale comes from. Now that we've proven the model, the focus is simple. Get more capacity. The larger we make the platform, the more attractive it becomes for institutional investors looking for exposure in the digital infrastructure.
Paul, you're acquiring energized sites rather than building from scratch. Why does that distinction matter so much in a region where power infrastructure is so constrained?
Simple. Power is king. It's the most scarce asset on the planet. Building from scratch takes time. Acquiring the energized sites allows us to deploy the infrastructure, generate revenue much faster. Just as importantly, revenue generation from the assets create the options. As the platform grows, it gives us access to more traditional forms of capital, including debt funding, which will help support the expansion without relying on equity and dilution, etc. For us, it's about growing fast, generating cash flow sooner, and building a more financeable business. When they can see assets on the ground, we can get debt finance. That's what it's about.
You have Ghummud, the 8 MVA projects, and also Khazna. How do these three assets fit together, and what does the combined platform look like at full capacity?
Together, the assets prove we can build and acquire capacity, obviously successfully. The next phase is about growing the platform, future-proofing it, and then replicating it. On the AI side, we're seeing enormous investment flowing into AI, as you're seeing yourself, with the high performance computing infrastructure globally. While today's revenues may come from traditional hosting, we are ensuring that our platform can evolve alongside that demand. Hence, where we've got Bitdeer chasing us at the moment, and other people as well that we've got, and they can see what we've got out there in the UAE. We've got what it needs: cheap hosting and cheap power. That's why we're focused on the model of the infrastructure with the modular access. It gives us flexibility to support customers while positioning the business to participate in all future AI-driven opportunities that the market sees.
Paul, you've been invited to meet some senior Bahrain government officials. How significant is that, and what would adding Bahrain mean for Active Energy's GCC ambitions?
Well, it's important, obviously, and not just so much with Bahrain, but don't forget we're also brewing along in the background with Saudi as well. And they see what we're building is real, and they're chasing us. We spent the last year or so now proving the model in the UAE. Bahrain gives us the opportunity to demonstrate the platform can be replicated in other countries with the support of a regulatory environment. The ambition has always been bigger than a single country. If we can successfully duplicate the model across the GCC, it creates a much longer term opportunity for the business. We've now proven that we can build assets, we can acquire assets, and we can integrate customers and generate revenue. The next chapter is definitely scale, growing capacity, expanding the platform, and building a business that can attract larger pools of institutional capital. That's what we want.
Well, I hope you'll continue to keep us updated with your progress. Thank you very much for your time today.
Cheers. Thank you.